everybody, this is Renault, and today I'm just going to do a quick video to address the claims that Mike S. Miller has been shadow banned on Indiegogo, and I found that that is absolutely not true, but there's no point in saying that without evidence. So I'm just going to go through Indiegogo's page in and of itself so that everyone can see with their own eyes that Mike S. Miller is just being a professional victim and he's not being shadow banned. He's just having a temper tantrum. Anyway, let's begin. Naturally, this is going to require the sound effects of a crying baby, so brace yourselves. Here we go. So, here's what I did. I just entered comics and then just started browsing. Oh, here we go. There's the theme song of Mike S. Miller. Oh boy. Where's Magnificent 7? Let's just scroll on down. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is right here. You're not being shadow banned. Mike S. Miller is just being a whiner. Now, as you can clearly see, I did a lot of scrolling. So let's just so what? He's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows down. He's the 24th ranked comic. Wow, that's quite the shadow ban. Let's see some other people who are more screwed than Mike S. Miller by his own definition. Let's see, Magic Cop, a bunch of dead campaigns, Frank Cho's skits, that Umbrella Guy, Howard. Let's see, this guy's getting screwed worse than Mike S. Miller. This person, oh, poor baby. Look at all these people. Look at where I am right here. All these people who are getting treated worse than Mike S. Miller as he has a temper tantrum. So a bunch of dead campaigns. You might think that that's the end of it, right? There's nothing left but a bunch of dead campaigns, but no. Here's another active campaign that's getting more shadow banned and being treated worse than Mike S. Miller. Sheba Squad, whatever this is, they're being treated worse than Mike S. Miller. Mighty Mascots, they got an active campaign and they're at a much lower ranking than Mike S. Miller because he's a whiny little bitch. Look at a bunch of dead campaigns. Are we even close to being over? Nope, because look, Mindy Wheeler and Cecil, they're being treated worse than Mike S. Miller. He's not being shadow banned. If he's being shadow banned, then what about these people down here? What about Bolter? What about Lucio Perillo? If Mike S. Miller is being shadow banned, how badly are these people? And there's a long ways to go. All these other people are being treated worse than Mike S. Miller because he's a little bitch. This person, whatever this is, still active, being at a much lower level than Mike S. Miller. Whatever this is, we're not even close. All these dead campaigns. By the way, Mike, what you should be complaining about is that Indiegogo just has a shit tier search function. That's what you really should be whining about, not being shadow banned. But let's just continue. And trust me, there's all these dead campaigns, and then look, here's some more active people who are getting more shadow banned than Mike S. Miller. Peregrine Wings of the Falcon, Cyberfrog, they're all being treated worse than Mike S. Miller. Here's Jim Starlin. They're far more shadow banned than Mike S. Miller. Kyle Ritter of Starblades, being treated worse than Mike S. Miller. Mike S. Miller is a whiny little bitch. Whatever this is, More Lethal, they're being treated worse. Vestige, Brian Pulido, another Cyberfrog campaign, far more shadow banned. Sovereign, of being treated way worse than Smiller. By the way, Smiller's campaign is funded. He doesn't even need any more help. But what about this? These guys, maybe they should be. I bet these guys would love to be on the 8th tier, the 24th ranked comic on Indiegogo, but they're not, and they're short on funding. Oh wow, oh man, look at all these campaigns, many of them still active, but Mike S. Miller, he's pissing and moaning about being shadow banned. We're not even halfway done. There's so many other active campaigns that are far more in a Shadowbanned state than Mike S. Miller. He's a little whiny little bitch and a crybaby. Whatever this is, whatever that is, still active campaigns. This is Battle Brick, Battle Brick Road from Eric Weathers. And all of a sudden, look at this, a slew of campaigns that are being treated far worse than Mike S. Miller's campaign, his MAGA shit for 7. Again, he was in the 8th fucking row. I don't even know how far down I am. And are these guys being shadow banned? Is Florida Man by Mike Barron and Todd Mulrooney, are they being shadow banned? What about these guys? Dragon Guard. This guy, Fred Perry, is he being shadow banned? Look at all these guys who are in a much worse position than Mike S. Miller and his MAGA shit for 7. And again, just scrolling all these active campaigns. All these active campaigns with a lower ranking than Mike S. Miller, Vestige here. A bunch of active campaigns. These guys, if Mike S. Miller is just such a fucking bitch and a whining little cunt, yeah, I said it, he just needs to shut the hell up and do his fucking job. Because look at all these other active campaigns that are showing up on Indiegogo with a much lower ranking than his. A trio, honest to God trio of books. All 3 of these guys have earned less money and deserve to be at a higher ranking than Mike S. Miller and his MAGA shit for 7. God, Mike is such a douchebag and a professional victim. He's no different than Al Sharpton. All he does is complain and beg for freebies and act entitled to things that other people have. If Mike S. Miller has no fucking brain, he's late. Well, I mean, if this is an indication, what he wants is unlimited entitlement. That's Mike S. Miller. He has unlimited levels of entitlement. He's not being shadow banned, but because he's not like ranked number 1, he wants to try and pretend that he's shadow banned when he's not. We saw that he was like in the 8th row down, and there's a bunch of active campaigns. Look, oh, by the way, Mike S. Miller, he's always pissing and moaning about how he wants to help Gary Shipman. Maybe he should demand that he and Gary Shipman switch places so that Gary Shipman can get a higher ranking here on the Indiegogo search function. Maybe if Mike S. Miller, here's Rob Liefeld's grift, this thing I don't think is ever coming out. If Mike S. Miller really wanted to complain about, you know who has something to complain about? Lady Alchemy. She's way down here. Asami, Children of Rusu, that campaign has been open forever, but you know what? I guess they're also being shadow banned far more than Mike S. Miller. The whiny little baby who won't shut the hell up and is a professional victim. So there you go. Mike S. Miller, the whiny little bitch, complains about being shadow banned when he obviously isn't. Let's just find the next active campaign. The next active campaign. Just find the next one. Just keep on going till we find the next active campaign so that these guys... Oh, wow. Okay, that's it. I actually almost went through the entire Indiegogo catalog. By the way, so who's the lowest ranked active campaign? Who was it? I think it was Asami Children of Rusu, wasn't it? Doomkicker, I guess. Doomkicker. Elliot Fernandez is now a 4 months late campaign. I guess he's the lowest ranked person who still has an active campaign. And I don't mean ranking as in quality or anything else. It's just, according to Indiegogo's search function, he's the closest thing to a shadow banned active campaign. So there you go. I think that should pretty much debunk whatever the hell it is Mike S. Miller has been complaining about. Hey, Mike S. Miller, why don't you just shut the hell up, man up, and do your fucking job?